It's Thanksgiving season on California Cooking. Today, we're serving up reinvented sides that you're gonna love. Plus, we're gonna show you a beautiful getaway where you can celebrate your turkey day without lifting a finger. Let's head to the Farmhouse at Descanso Gardens, a gorgeous new restaurant to spend the holiday where the setting is picture perfect and the food is just as impressive.
Hi, I'm Chef Rich, and welcome to Farmhouse at Descanso Gardens. When I first came out here, I was looking at Descanso Gardens. I'd never been, and I just thought, what a fantastic place. What a great place to open a restaurant. There had been restaurants here before, as far as I know, but nothing to the scale that we've done today. And I looked around and I thought, what a beautiful place. What a place that we could bring the outside in, the inside out, work with these vegetables that we work with from the farmer's market. I was just amazed, and what we've ended up with is something that I'm very proud of. The Van de Kamp building, which we built the restaurant in, has been here over 30 years. When I got here, this was an event space, a space that was kind of an empty space. People would use it for offices. Maybe the guests would sit down and have a lunch in the afternoon when it was very hot outside. We looked at it and we were thinking, what a wonderful space to put a restaurant. We were able to build a patio space next to it, which brings you to see this outside, the beautiful outside, which is right in the garden, right next to the restaurant. It fits its high ceilings. There's a beautiful bar space. The bar opens up into the patio. I just couldn't ask for anything more. The tables were built from 6 trees that fell down a couple of years ago during the storms. They were oak trees. I have a restaurant in Newport Beach, Farmhouse at Rogers Gardens. We were taking that idea of going to this, working with farmers. We work with all these farmers at the Santa Monica Farmers Market. I've been going there for 27, 28 years. It's the ability to take these vegetables and take meats that might be grass-fed. It's just taking wonderful ingredients and doing simple things with them. It helps elevate our food. It helps elevate the whole atmosphere. It creates just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I think Descanso Gardens carries this beautiful goodwill. People know of Descanso Gardens. They know of it in Orange County. They know of it in Los Angeles. They know of it everywhere because it's something that the community has grown up with. People come here because it's a feel, it's a relaxed feeling. And with that, it creates a nice, beautiful space to have dinner, to have lunch. It's just been a wonderful experience so far, and we hope to continue to grow. We're very excited. We've taken the fall produce from the market and created it and introduced it into our menu. One of the nicest dishes, we call it our market salad. It's a nice Pink Lady apple salad with gorgonzola cheese. We candy some pecans. The greens are from Coleman Farms. It's a Meyer lemon vinaigrette, and I just think wonderful dish to start your meal with. Pork tenderloin with apples. We've got some pickled carrots. It's apple driven. There's a nice chorizo cornbread stuffing. We're roasting carrots. We've got Brussels sprouts. I just think it's a beautiful Brussels sprout Caesar salad. Thanksgiving at Descanso, I think it's going to be very exciting. We have a wonderful meal we're serving here at Descanso. There's a turkey. We have a braised short rib. We also have a salmon dish. We offer a super salad to begin. It's a price fix. It's all inclusive. I would recommend you make reservations. It's also nice to go out for Thanksgiving, so some people don't want the leftovers. I do, but not everybody does. And I think you don't have to clean up, which is a very big positive. And I just think coming to the garden, come early, walk the garden. I think it's a nice way to spend a day. Chef Adam is going to make the honey nut squash dish that we're doing right now, and I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Chef Adam, and I'm going to show you how to make a perfect honey nut squash dish for Thanksgiving. A honey nut squash, it's great. It's very similar to a butternut squash, but you can see they're little teeny, tiny, little beautiful things here. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut one in half here. And then you can see the beautiful inside there. It's just got a little bit of seeds in here. You can scrape the seeds out. I like to roast it whole with the seeds in there because it helps to retain a little bit of moisture. But if you wanted to scrape the seeds out, you can actually roast the seeds as well, and you can use those as a garnish or just pop them in your mouth with a little bit of salt. One of the great things about honey nut squash is they're small, the flavor is really compact, And the beautiful thing is you can eat the skin too, and the skin's got a really nice texture, and they're just a little bit sweeter than a butternut squash, so it's really beautiful. You can just take a spoon in here. What we do is you're gonna take them, you're gonna put them in a pan, about 350, 375 in the oven with a little olive oil. What we do is we use a little bit of cinnamon, salt, pepper, and you just roast them until you can pierce this thick part here with a knife. Pull them out, let them cool down, and then they're ready to go. For this dish in particular, we're using preserved lemon, which is you can buy in the store. You can buy preserved lemon, you can make it at home. It's just basically lemons that you take, cut them, you salt them, and then you let them sit, and then they become this really beautiful, unctuous flavor that's like a deeper, darker flavor. And we also have some pomegranates. So we've got some pomegranate seeds, and we have our pink peppercorns here. And then we made this really beautiful curry coconut sauce, taking coconut milk, curry powder, turmeric, a little bit of jalapeno, ginger, and onion. And then we strain it out and cook it down a little bit, and it makes this really beautiful curry sauce. So for the pomegranates, I have some over here. I cut one in half because I feel like everyone always has an issue with pomegranates. You pop them open, you get red stuff all over your couch, your kitchen, wherever you're doing it. So what I do is I like to cut them in half. You can see I cut it in half, and then I'll get a bowl, and you submerge them in the bowl. And then if you can see this, you just kind of pull them apart in the bowl, and you just kind of rub your fingers over it. And then all the pomegranate seeds pop out, and they're gonna stay. I'm gonna break a piece off so you can see. So it's all done. If you put that in, it's gonna float. So all the white stuff, the stuff that you don't want to eat, is gonna float. And then all your beautiful pomegranate seeds are gonna just go right in the bottom there. No muss, no fuss, very easy. So now we're gonna plate the honey nut squash here. So first I'm gonna start with my curry sauce, and I'm just gonna put a little bit down here on this beautiful plate that we have. Then we have these beautiful dandelion greens. If you don't have dandelion greens, you can use arugula. You can use any other kind of beautiful green that you like. We like these dandelion greens because they're a little bit bitter, and it adds a nice note because the dish has a lot of sweet components and spicy components, and this adds a little bit of a bitter component to it. And then I'm gonna put my honey nut squash. And again, you can eat this whole squash. If you can't get honey nut squash, you could use a butternut squash, but you're not gonna be able to eat this beautiful skin. And then I'm gonna just place a couple, 2, 3 of these little honey nut squash, and it's really kind of a showstopper when you put this down on your plate and you serve this to your guests. I'm gonna put another little piece of dandelion greens. Then we're gonna take a little bit of our pomegranate seeds. We're gonna just kind of drizzle these around. And the pomegranate seeds add like a very nice burst of flavor. Then we have pink peppercorns, which are a little bit citrusy. If you've never used pink peppercorns before, they're a little peppery, a little bit of citrusy, and they pair really well with the curry. Finally, we've got our preserved lemon. Again, you can buy this in the store. You could also just make a lemon salsa of your own liking. And that is our honey nut squash with curry, pomegranate, preserved lemon. Well, thanks so much for coming to the Farmhouse at Descanso Gardens, and we hope to see you at Thanksgiving.
Coming up, we're giving your classic stuffing and sweet potato sides a fresh twist, and I've got a little helper in the kitchen. This year, I'm giving my classic stuffing a delicious upgrade. Say hello to French onion stuffing. Hi, Theo. How you doing? Do you want a little bit of bread? Yeah. Okay. How about I break you off a little baguette? There you go. Okay. Theo is joining us today. And we're gonna start making some things that can get you ready for Thanksgiving. And I always think it's fun to try new things, although we always love the classics for Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's fun to reimagine things and give it a different twist. So the first thing I'm gonna start with today is stuffing. Usually, I mean, I've made stuffing a few, sometimes I do it with cornbread, sometimes I do it with sausage or apple. My mom used to do it with sausage and apple. This one kind of is a riff on French onion soup. So it's going to have a lot of really slowly sauteed onions that get kind of that jammy, sweet thing when you cook them way down. Gruyere cheese, which is in French onion soup, beef stock, and sherry, or I happen to have a little cognac. And we'll see, with some French bread. So all the flavors you know and love from French onion soup, but in a stuffing. Right, Theo? How's the bread? Good. So the first thing is the toughest part, which is cutting up a lot of onions. So I'm gonna do 2 onions, relatively thin, because you want these to really cook down and get sweet and caramelized. Yeah, exactly. Theo, are you gonna be our cameraman today? You and Brian?
No, that.
Cameraman Brian didn't realize we're running a daycare here today. Okay, my 2 onions.
Not Mama. Mama.
Yes. So now I'm gonna get these on in a skillet, some butter, a little bit of olive oil, and just let these slowly cook for probably 30, 40 minutes. Time to saute some onions. Got a big pan. I'm gonna do a nice hunk of butter and a touch of olive oil because sometimes the butter can burn. You don't want that to happen. Onions going in. 2 sliced onions. And I got sweet onions. Get it with some salt and pepper. And we will add garlic, thyme, but for now, just the onions. While the onions are cooking, I've got my French bread, and I'm gonna just cube it. You could rip it too. Usually because a lot of bread is softer than a French bread, you would let it kind of sit out and harden overnight before you make a stuffing. Because French bread already has that very crusty exterior, I feel like I don't really need to do it. Now we're gonna tear the bread into bite-sized pieces. And I got a big bowl here because we're gonna mix other ingredients and we want everything to get nice and coated. So helpful. Yeah, you got more. Okay. Now I've got a bread helper. So see what we're doing, Theo? We're just breaking it up into really small little pieces. It's like, ugh. There you go. A little bit small.
I can't do it.
I know you can do it. Do you know what happens on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
We eat turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah? You get together with family and friends. You say what you're thankful for. I think this will be your 4th Thanksgiving. Theo, how much do you love bread? He has an interesting diet of all white foods. White bread, white rice, vanilla ice cream. Trying to incorporate color over here into his diet. Okay, we're gonna pour stock in 1 second. I just gotta.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm gonna do it, Mom.
I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme. So you pull it backwards and you just take the leaves off. And you don't have to cut the leaves. The stems aren't great if you could get rid of the stems, but a few sprigs of thyme. Very good, Theo. You just pull off those little leaves. Beautiful.
I'm done.
You're done. Okay. 2 eggs that I'm gonna, yep, 2 eggs.
Can I dump the eggs?
Yeah, you can dump the eggs. So I got 1 egg. Whoop.
2 eggs.
2 eggs. Whisk, 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 whisk. Our eggs. Are you ready? Pour it in. Watch your hands. Yep. Nice. Egg going in. Go ahead and dump. You ready? Very independent 3-year-old we have here. Okay, that's good. Now what you want is for your bread to soak in all of that beef stock. So Theo, will you mix for me? Thank you. I'm gonna check on the onions. I'm gonna add some salt. Okay, mix, mix. This stock and egg is just gonna soak up into our bread. Okay?
This is not enough.
I know.
Not enough.
This is a smaller serving, but If you wanted to serve a crowd, I would get 2 baguettes. It's gonna be great, Theo. Now we wait for our onions. While we do that, I have a casserole dish, and I'm going to butter the casserole dish. So just go around with the butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, butter,
Butter.
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 Another little tip for the onions, if it starts to dry out, I just add some stock. Some garlic. I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic. I smash the garlic, and then I chop it up. I'm gonna add this back to the onions. I wanna cook it a little bit. Sherry. Sherry wine usually goes in a French onion soup. I don't have sherry. I do have a little bit of cognac. You could use wine, some white wine, just to give it a little, that's something that you really can't put your finger on. I'm gonna bring it back to the flame really quickly and just, you wanna cook out the alcohol.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Do you mix it that?
You can mix it, just be careful because it's hot, but yeah, you can mix it. Here you go. You smell that? We're all mixed. Now, we're going into our buttered baking dish with all those onions, the thyme, the cognac.
What are you putting in now?
Okay, so we're gonna smash everything down like this, beauty. Now, Theo, like any good French onion soup, you've got the Gruyere cheese. Okay, you can add some. So we're gonna add a nice layer on top. You ready?
I'm gonna get it all.
Woo!
I'm gonna get it all.
Okay, get a lot. Wow, oh, that's a lot. You're right. Beautiful. Let's just do a little more. I wanna get all those corners pretty on top. I'm just gonna put,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
that's good. Now I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna cover it and bake it, I would say,
Hey,
for at least an
There's
hour.
not more.
Okay, more. Great. Okay, thank you. We're both gonna show you our finished dishes. This French onion stuffing smells so good. And it was bubbling with the Gruyere cheese on top. And how's your soup? Do you like the way it came out? I'm gonna take a little sneak taste of my stuffing. The little crouton-y bit that's on top of your French onion soup, that's the sourdough French bread with the cheese and the onion. That's it, right there. I think this could be a hit this Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving! Say Happy Thanksgiving! Coming up, another fun take on a holiday favorite. We're reimagining sweet potatoes. Maybe you're all about the traditional sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, but this year, if you're ready for a twist, you gotta try this variation. Time to make some sweet potatoes. So we already baked these in the oven for about an hour at 350, so they're nice and soft. Nothing's on them. Now, if you can get them all the same size, that would be best. These are all very different sizes, which isn't ideal. So what I'm gonna do, they're cooked. I'm just gonna split them like this.
Hey.
That's sage.
Sage?
This one's kind of a funky shape. I'm gonna cut that one like that. Right?
What's that color?
Isn't it pretty? That's what sweet potatoes look like. And what I might also do, just take a little bit of a trim off the bottom so that they sit nice and flat. If they're really rolling around, just cut it off like that. Now they sit nice and flat. Now, a lot of times the sweet potatoes or the yams, they have marshmallows and nuts and all that on top. This is
Oh, wow. Is this
kind of an
for
easier
butter?
version and not a sweet version. In here, I have brown butter, which means I took butter and I just,
Honestly.
see? And I just slowly warmed it on the oven and you get these brown bits. It gets this very nutty flavor. And I've got some real maple syrup, a couple of glugs, salt. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. That's what I'm gonna do. So right now our sweet potatoes don't have any flavor on them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna brush the inside with the brown butter, maple syrup, and just let that soak in. There you go. Yep, and then keep it over. Don't drip it on the floor if you can help. Last one, yep, we're gonna do that beauty. Okay, I'm gonna put them in the oven though. We're done, you did a great job. Yep, I'm gonna put them under a broiler because I want them to get nice and kind of caramelized on top. The sugar will help do that. In a minute. Hit it one more time. The sage will go on later, but Theo wants to put it on now. Under the broiler, a couple of minutes. So I took the potatoes out of the broiler. If you have any more of the butter and the maple syrup, any extra, go ahead and give it a little. To that, I have mascarpone cheese. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on the center of our sweet potatoes. We've got some chopped pecans or candied pecans, I think would be amazing. I took the sage leaves and I just cooked them a little bit in that butter and maple syrup, a little bit of orange zest, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper, and one more little drizzle of the maple syrup. Thanks to my sous chef, we got our potatoes. Good job, Theo. How's your soup?
No, it's not good.
It's not good.
I need one.
Needs more work. For the Thanksgiving recipes we featured today, you can follow us on Instagram at KTLA California Cooking. That does it for us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. So are you making like a soup?
Yeah, I'm making it.
How about I'm gonna do a little orange zest in mine. You want a little orange?
No, you want to get lemon in mine.
Lemon.
Crush it.
Who are you making your soup for?
For Levi.